One Piece Season 3 brings together the biggest battle and the strongest cast we have seen so far. This time, the Straw Hat crew will not just travel to a new island. They will try to save the Kingdom of Alabasta, which has been pushed to the edge of civil war. On one side, there will be Sir Crocodile and Baroque Works, who want to take over the country. On the other side, there will be Princess Vivi, who risks everything to save her people. On top of that, long-awaited fan-favorite characters like Portgas D. Ace, Bon Clay, Mr. One, and Miss Doublefinger are also joining the live-action world. So let's take a look together at all the actors we will see in One Piece Season 3 and the characters they will play. Zolo Maridueña, one of the most talked-about names of the new season, will bring Portgas D. Ace to life. Known as Miguel Diaz in Cobra Kai and Jaime Reyes in the DC film Blue Beetle, the actor seems like a very fitting choice for Ace with his energy and experience in fight scenes. Ace, Luffy's older brother, is an extremely powerful pirate who can turn his body into fire thanks to the Flame Fruit. His reason for coming to Alabasta is to find the dangerous pirate known as Blackbeard. But Ace's meeting with Luffy will not only show us the fun bond between the two brothers, it will also give us new information about Luffy's past. Cole Escola will play Bon Clay, one of the most beloved One Piece characters among fans. Escola, who achieved major success and won a Tony Award with the Broadway production Oh, Mary, is a truly interesting choice to bring Bon Clay's exaggerated and colorful personality to the screen, thanks to their strong stage energy. Bon Clay, who works inside Baroque, works under the codename Mr. 2, can transform into anyone whose face he touches thanks to the clone fruit. Although he initially appears to be a dangerous assassin standing against the Straw Hats, the unexpected friendship he will form with Luffy could become one of the funniest and most emotional parts of the Alabasta story. Otto joins the crew as Mr. One of Baroque Works' deadliest agents. Although the actor is not yet widely known by larger audiences, Netflix choosing a fresh face for this role makes the character feel even more mysterious. Mr. One, whose real name is Daz Bones, has a devil fruit power that allows him to turn every part of his body into a steel blade. This ability makes him almost completely resistant to ordinary sword attacks. Mr. One, who will face Zoro during the Great Battle in Alabasta, will test not only his strength, but also his limits as a swordsman. Daisy Head will take her place among the female villains of Season 3 as Miss Doublefinger. Known for her roles as Genya Safin in Shadow and Bone and Sofina in Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, Head is no stranger to dark and threatening characters. Miss Doublefinger, whose real name is Zala, can grow sharp spikes from every part of her body and works together with Mr. One inside Baroque Works. Her most important confrontation will be with Nami, because this fight will seriously test not only Nami's intelligence, but also her ability to use the new weapon developed by Usopp for the first time. At the center of the entire crisis in Alabasta will be Sir Crocodile, played by Joe Manganiello. Known from productions like True Blood, Magic Mike, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, Manganiello has already made a strong impression for this character, with his physical appearance and intense acting. Crocodile, one of the 7 warlords of the sea, appears like a hero in the eyes of the people of Alabasta, while secretly controlling Baroque Works under the name Mr. Zero. Thanks to the sand fruit, Crocodile can turn into sand and drain the moisture from the bodies of people he touches, making him much more dangerous than any opponent Luffy has faced so far. Lara Abova will continue her place in the story as the mysterious Baroque Works agent, Miss All Sunday. The real name of the character played by Abova, whom we have seen in projects like Anna and Pitch Perfect, Bumper in Berlin, is Nico Robin. Thanks to the flower fruit, Robin can create her arms, eyes, and other body parts on any surface she wants. And alongside her fighting ability, she also has extraordinary historical knowledge. Although she appears to be Crocodile's right hand, her real goal may be very different from taking over Alabasta, especially because she can read ancient writings. Robin becomes an indispensable character both in Crocodile's plan and in the future of the One Piece world. Charithra Chandran returns as Princess Nefertari Vivi, now leaving her Miss Wednesday identity behind. Chandran, known from Bridgerton and Alex Rider, appeared in the 2nd season as a brave agent who infiltrated Baroque Works to save her kingdom. Vivi's mission in Season 3 will be much harder, because when she reaches Alabasta, she will see that there is very little time left before the war between the people and the royal army begins. Trying to stop Crocodile's plan without harming the people of her own country, Vivi will become one of the Straw Hats' most important companions, even if she is not an official member of the crew. Sendhil Ramamurthy will have a larger story as King Nefertari Cobra, the ruler of Alabasta. The actor, known for his roles as Mohinder Suresh in Heroes and Mohan Vishwakumar in Never Have I Ever, will play a father facing the danger of losing his kingdom. Although Cobra is an honest king who cares about his people, The conspiracies built by Crocodile have started to destroy the trust the people of Alabasta have in him. On top of that, the ancient secrets protected by the royal family may explain why Baroque works specifically chose this country as its target. This way, Cobra's story will turn into a struggle to protect not only his throne, but also his daughter and the past of his country. Michaela Hoover will continue to provide the voice and facial performance for Tony Chopper. Chopper, played by Hoover, who has appeared in productions like Guardians of the Galaxy, Love Hard, and Superman, will go on his first major journey as the doctor of the Straw Hat crew after the events on Drum Island. However, the burning deserts of Alabasta could be very challenging for Chopper, who has lived under constant snow. Thanks to the human fruit, Chopper can transform into different body forms, and he is expected to show both his medical knowledge and his fighting abilities. Especially the fun partnership he will build with Usopp could give viewers some breathing room inside the heavy war atmosphere of the season. Of course, Iñaki Godoy returns as Monkey D. Luffy, the captain of the Straw Hat crew, known from projects like The Imperfects and Who Killed Sarah. Godoy will once again bring Luffy's endless energy and loyalty to his friends to the screen. But this time, Luffy is facing an enemy much stronger than Arlong or Wapol. Crocodile is not only a powerful devil fruit user, but also an experienced pirate who has been secretly manipulating an entire country for years. For Luffy to keep his promise to Vivi, simply punching his opponent will not be enough. He will need to face failure as a true captain and learn how to stand back up. Makenyu will draw his swords as Roronoa Zoro, this time in the deserts of Alabasta. His experience in action productions like Rurouni Kenshin, The Final, Knights of the Zodiac, and Pacific Rim Uprising made Zoro's fight scenes one of the strongest sides of the live-action series. Mr. 1, who will stand against him, is not an opponent who can be cut with ordinary swords because his body is made of steel. That is why Zoro will need to understand the true nature of the sword, instead of simply trying to make stronger attacks. Their battle could be not only one of the biggest duels of the season, but also Zoro's first serious leap on his path to becoming the world's greatest swordsman. Emily Rudd continues her journey as Nami, the navigator of the crew. Rudd, known for the Fear Street trilogy and Hunters, successfully reflected both Nami's intelligence and the emotional side she tries to hide from her friends. In Alabasta, Nami's job will not only be to lead the crew in the right direction, she will also have to fight a deadly Baroque Works agent like Miss Doublefinger on her own. Nami, who is physically weaker than her opponent, will try to control the weather by using the new weapon called the Climatact, prepared by Usopp. This way, her knowledge may turn into real battle power for the first time. Taz Skylar will return as Sanji, the cook of the Straw Hats. Skylar, who appeared in productions like Boiling Point and The Lazarus Project, went through intense training to perform Sanji's fighting style himself as much as possible. In the Alabasta adventure, what will separate Sanji from the others will not only be his powerful kicks, but also the plans he carries out behind the scenes. Just when Baroque Works thinks it has taken control of every member of the crew, Sanji may make an unexpected move. The dangerous game he will play with Crocodile while hiding his identity will show that Sanji is not only a good fighter, but also one of the cleverest members of the crew. Jacob Romero will continue to bring joy to the crew as Usopp, the storyteller and sharpshooter. Usopp, played by Romero, whom we have seen in Greenleaf and All Rise, has started to become a character who does not abandon his friends, even when he gets scared in the face of danger. In Alabasta, he is expected to face two unusual opponents, Mr. 4 and Miss Merry Christmas, together with Chopper. However, Usopp's real test will be understanding why he fights rather than proving his physical strength. His reaction when Luffy's dream is mocked could reveal how strong his will really is beneath his cowardly appearance and become one of the character's most unforgettable moments. One Piece Season 3 is preparing the most intense adventure of the series so far, with Ace's arrival, Bon Clay's colorful personality, the major duel between Zoro and Mr. 1, and Nami's first real individual fight. But at the center of all these confrontations will be the Civil War. Crocodile started to take over Alabasta in Vivi's effort to save her people. So which new actor do you think fits their character the best? Are you more curious about Zolo Maridueña's performance as Ace, or Cole Escola's version of Bon Clay? Do not forget to share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel for new One Piece videos, and like the video. See you in the next video.